All right, now we're going to be adding classes to our plan book. So go to your plan book toolbar and you are going to go down to classes. Click on that. As you can see, I have no classes. If you did copy over classes, those will show. But I wanted to start with not having any classes. So to add a class, we're going to go over here to add class. You're going to then name your class. So I am going to go ahead and name this one phonics. I then can come here. You notice that's to cancel it if you don't want to save it. Here, this is where you get to pick your color that will show up on your plan for that subject. So you can select from any of these colors here. I'm just going to go ahead and pick that one. Again, you can adjust it here as well. So you could pretty much just like you can in any of the word processing programs. I'm going to click done. If you go here to more options, it's going to allow a few things to happen here. So one thing is it does now give you the option to choose, is it an actual teaching class or is it a non-teaching class? So non-teaching would be, for example, recess, lunch. You want those things in your schedule, but you're not going to have a lesson plan attached to it. So phonics is going to be a teaching class. So I'm going to remain that, keep that there. Here is where you can format your font. So if you want to change the font, the size of the font, whatever you would like to, if you don't want to bold it, so on, you can even change the text color. And sometimes this will need to be done, especially if you have, my text color is white right now. So if I had a lighter background, I may have to change it to a black font or something darker. So sometimes you will have to change the color of the font. All right, so I'm going to click done and done here. Notice the our school year beginning and end is already attached. And so if it starts on those days, then you don't need to adjust anything here. But if for some reason, let's say, for example, last year, for me, for 9 weeks, I was the supply for a fourth grade teacher for a 9 week period. Well, I had already had my lesson plans and my classes set up for specials. So what I did was I had to go in and end my special classes. So I went here and I would use a different end date. So uncheck it, and then that allows you to change the date. I also then had to create classes for a regular classroom, such as phonics reading workshop. So then what I did there was I had to go in so that I could edit the begin date from when I started as the supply. Um, a little bit of extra work, but it does allow you to make those changes. But we want to stick with using the school start date. Here is where you will select the lesson layout for this particular class. So this was phonics. I'm going to click here and we're going to look at our layouts. You can scroll down. You see that we do have currently several different layouts available. So this one was phonics. I'm going to make sure I'm using the phonics layout. So I'm going to select that. Collaborate. Here you decide whether or not you want to collaborate with others. I will tell you, obviously, you're going to probably have to at times collaborate with your team. So look at your options. View import allows teachers to view, import, but not edit my lessons. This one is a view edit, allow teachers to view and edit my lessons, and replica. This class will show lessons from another class. I'm not going to replicate it. What I would do, because I don't want someone changing my lessons that I have created. So for just about everybody, I would select this one. So it allows teachers to view or import, but not edit my lessons. It also allows you to change the schedule. So here, if you click here, it's daily, and it's going to be, phonics is going to be daily, and it's going to be the same time. And then there's also custom. So for custom, it allows you to select the days with your start time and end time based on how you're going to do that. So we want to pick daily, same time, because phonics is going to occur the same time every day. So here you're going to set in your start and end time. So obviously I don't teach phonics per se. So I am going to go ahead, I'm going to select AM and I'm going to do that at, I don't know, let's say 9:30. AM is when I start. And my end time is going to be 9:45 a.m. So that's going to show up on my schedule the same time every day. It allows you to remove days. If you needed to remove date, you can select a date. And it also allows you to give a description to this class. You shouldn't really need it. The description is really in the name of the class, but if you so choose to add a description, you may certainly do that. Once you're sure everything looks good, you're going to click the checkbox and it's going to save it. So notice it has added phonics to that block of time where I was going to teach it. If for some reason you don't like the way it looks, you don't like the color, that kind of thing, you can always go back in. You go over here to the class and you're going to click on edit. It's going to open all of that back up for you to make all your choices. Again, here even you can go in and pick your color and do some changes there if you need to as well. Go ahead and check that. Now, you're going to continue to do that to all the classes that you're going to need to add. You will continue with that and put in your times, your lesson plan format, all of those things that we just did. You'll just repeat it. There are also, you notice up here that it does, if you click here, it says add an alternate day. Right now we're on a regular schedule. I am going to have a video that I created a later time and I will send that out, the link to everyone, but it will tell you how to create an early dismissal schedule, because as you know, that schedule is different. And if you were looking at the same time every day, as you know, our day is shorter, so the times would not be the same. But this would allow you to have different schedules for you to choose from. To edit a schedule, you can edit. So there are other options here. From here, you can also click here and get to the user setting field, just like you can get over here to your Planbook toolbox. Just want you to notice what's here. All right, so I have added all my classes. I'm going to go ahead and go back actually to my plans, because when you get to the plans, that's what it's going to look like. So for example, I did increase my font size. I did bold it. So you see what that looks like on this screen. So this is what I would look at when I sign in and look at my lesson plans. Obviously, I don't have any lesson plans in there yet, and there will be another video coming up on how to actually create your lesson plans.